on their attack. Remember, this is a best of one. Of course, I'm your caster, Crabber 3. I'm joined by the amazing Grace. Grace, how are you feeling about this one?
Oh, I mean, I was feeling pretty confident for the side of Bleed, but look at this absolute tear that we're seeing from Killer right now. And again, this map really favors, to be honest, Bleed a little bit more when we think about what Stunner Gunners they are. But I really think Fancy could put up a hell of a fight right now. And so a little bit of heals going out just to help to lighten a load a little bit as they try and do their collapse towards the site now. And there we go, the intel coming through, but Visio is able to trade that and it's good clean up there by YESicaN.
The rest of the team, and they push in as a unit. And I mean, as you saw, Visio, he pops the hell off, and on topic of ferocity from Bleed, that's just the buy round we see this come out. So, well, as we know, the knight is still very young. Deryeon, though, he's wise to the ways of Fancy. And with 2 quick kills, nizzy eventually stops the rampage. But for how long? Juicy's instantly able to chime back in. You wanted ferocity, Grace? Well, here it is. Fancy, 2 players left standing, with Bleed slowly making their encroachment to this B site as quiet as possible, but the Trailblazer may alert Bleed to the fact that Visio is still laying in wait on the back side. You see a lovely wallbang there, down to just a mere 28 HP. A kill here would be nice. Juicy won't grant him it. It's all onto Suka, and I think Juicy, he wants to push this. What goes out? There's the 3k. For Bleed, that'll be the skill amount of HP left. Instead, the rest of Fancy, they continue their push through main. The lurk, Suka, point blank, doesn't see Juicy, but does he anticipate the rest? It's Labors! He's good for 1, it's recovered. His teammate nizzy's also able to chime in now. Backside, Killers has revealed himself. He's given his position away. 1 versus however many dare peek him, but it only needs to be Deryeon. It's all on to Visio. 1 versus 3. Caught out by Juicy, who once again is a 3k.
Teammates in too much for Crow's position, especially if we do see a flank come through at some point from nizzy. And here we go, the util dump to try and allow this force of the execute. 50 seconds on the clock, and there we go. The ulti has been popped, is what we like to see. Mike is fit nice and open with the Blade Storm as well. And this is looking like a pretty promising post-plant situation for Bleed right now. Again, if you are Fancy, you really have to try and make your way. Get some of these nice, like, again, difficult shots that you need to get in order to bring that pit down.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is instant trade. Naturally, they find the Viper in that pit. This gives a chance for nizzy to chime back in. It's a point-blank engagement from JayH, but he may have done enough. Shutting down 2 players. This leaves crazyguy the 1 versus 1. He works with the timing, finishes off the KO.
Pretty much. It's very, very difficult.
Constantly flashed off the angle here. It's an instant shutdown though, and now Suka has to be careful about being caught out. Fully blinded, he's good for 1, but the trade's coming so quickly here, Grace. It's all on nizzy and Visio. Lincoln, where's their team gone? Nizzy's good for 1, but through the wall, it's almost paper as those bullets just cascade onto him, leaving Visio in a 1 versus 3. This could really get dire now for Bleed. Or for Fancy even, as Bleed take the lead. A really well placed camera here is going to see this huge assault come his way.
Can he shut it down? There we go. There's 1 onto Juicy. Can they get a second? Will that trade go through? There's that trade. Deryeon with a beautiful pick there. Kind of tanking a little bit of that util there as well. Fight is down. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful pick there by Fisio, taking down Deryeon. Crazyguy falls 2. Evening it out a little bit more in their favor, and this overextension here from Retla could be punishing again the only 1 left, and they have to win out a 1 versus 4. Bait out these 1 versus 1 engagements, but there we go, the pinch coming through. They're gonna have to make this approach now. They're aware that there may be a player around the corner, but again, the killer's just ready and waiting. The beautiful lineup here, the pinch that could happen. I love how much jiggling is happening here. We do see a push through mid there by Juicy as well, potentially about to have some engagement. There we go, nice trade coming through. Killer's getting 1, but is immediately taken. Nizzy onto Jay as well, and that's going to open up a lot of breathing room in this mid. But can this gunfight be won out right now between nizzy and crazyguy? The smoke goes down to cover them as they try and make a collapse into A, and there we go. That wall goes up nice and clean. That's going to give them a bit of breathing space. This plant needs to go down thick and fast. Suka ready and waiting for a beautiful shot there as Juicy falls down. Retla as well. Oh, goodness me. It was a swift clean up there for them, though. Nizzy ready and waiting in this corner. Lovely little ratty angle there, but there we go. Retla has their number. shutting them down, but Suka is ready and waiting before being traded out by Jay. A furious back and forth on both sides. Both teams really scrapping it out now, and there we go. There is the Viper's Pit. It is opened on that side, and that's going to give them all of the cover and breathing space they need. Yes, I can. Killers as well. Can they go for a little spray and pray crossfire into the smoke, hoping to take some of this damage onto the players of Bleed? But again, the awkward thing about this is the kind of structures between them as well. The door is going to get closed behind them. Yes, I can on the hunt, but there we go. Deryeon ready and waiting. And they're going to sneak back into that smoke before YESicaN can try and trade it back. A beautiful shot there onto Killers as well. And for YESicaN, they are flash. There's the pit. They have no idea where these players are, and they know that this round is as good as gone. Get a nice exit frag onto Juicy there. Can they get a second? No, they can't.
Fancy, which is going to allow them to get even deeper onto this site.
That was very well played by the side of Fancy as well. Again, rotations need to start coming through from YESicaN as trades start to go down across the board. And there we go. nizzy using those lines of sight to their advantage.
30
Suka
seconds
trying
left.
to be aware that there's a lot of players doing a bit of a ring around the rosy around this tower right now. They really need the information to deal with it. There we go. Deryeon, beautiful shot down to nizzy. That's a sniper taken away from the side of Fancy. So these engagements have to be very, very up close and personal. And speaking of personal, the knife to the face, taking out YESicaN, Suka, and YESicaN falling. And entryway now, potentially pressuring this mid section. And again, are they aware that Juicy may be ready and waiting for them around this corner? I think Juicy,
Here.
rightfully so, is expecting that the push is going to indeed come through tunnel. So this could get nasty very quickly. There we go. JayH actually shut down YESicaN. Beautiful shot there, but Juicy on the flank. Can they get this pick off? No, they can't. YESicaN goes on to Deryeon, though, and again, shutting down this defense quick and fast. But the team kill coming through from Fancy, that is not going to be good. They needed these players on the board, and nizzy is able to get one onto Retla there, but can they clutch out a 1 versus 2? The pinch.
Shouting when you win, you don't have the confidence of hearing your teammates, so it can be very easy to skew in your own thoughts. And for Deryeon, missing shots like that can definitely cause that. However, it's going to be a follow-up aggression now from YESicaN. His flashes have been beautiful, shuts down Retla. However, the trade is there by Deryeon. Good for the first now. Realizes he could be wallbanged, so he's going to try and aggress off the back of it. The crazyguy in position to assist him. He spotted out Killers, legs him down. The second shot will be perfect. Switches to the headhunter, knowing there's going to be a jet to worry about. Timing doesn't favor him, but that's where Juicy steps in. YESicaN falls, and now Fancy, they are running out of players. It's all on Suka. 1v3. Flank coming from mid. Yes, it's planted for him, but what good can he do now? Oh, it's not planted for him at all. Suka, damage is the only objective here. Good for 1, good for 2. There's the damage. But Juicy, I doubt he'll let Suka. Retla, oh, I couldn't get out of that grip fire. Instead, he's going to get spammed through that wall. Takes a little bit of damage. Nothing too significant just yet, though. But what is significant is nizzy taking to the skies and raining down hellfire upon Jay. He may even be able to do it again now.
I saw you scuttle. I know exactly where you are.
Indeed, Fancy really whittling down these defenders, making it so much harder for this retake to go through. And I think that at this point, we may just see them safely back up, and that's exactly what it looks like they are doing. Again, so much util being dumped on site there that they just don't want to contest it. They don't want to have to deal with it anymore. It looks like actually nizzy might be going to hunt them out a little bit, trying to whittle down some of that util that they have in pocket, but there we
See right now, nizzy goes through tube, catches out crazyguy. It's a clean shot. And that's going to put even more pressure onto Jay. He was, unfortunately, he's been on the receiving end of a battering in this round. 30 seconds left now. nizzy's all big decoy, though. Look where the spike is. YESicaN has a Viper's Pit to commit to this B site. Jay getting that kill is crucial. YESicaN now needs to accelerate, and Retla, he's going to hear the spike get tapped. He's also going to hear the wall go down. He won't be able to prevent the plant, but what he may be able to do is flank so quickly that Fancy don't have any equity in after plant. The hit gets committed. Retla knows exactly where it's coming from. He's so fast on the flank. Surely YESicaN doesn't expect this. Through he goes. He whiffs though. YESicaN shuts him down, and oh, this suddenly becomes winnable. A tour de force. What good's that going to be in this smoke? And Jay's only 5 HP.
Jay's gonna really have to be the one going for the spray and pray right now, but again, it's gonna be a difficult one. This is really well played by Fisio. They're really watching to make sure that the flank doesn't come through, maintaining themselves close enough to that Viper's pit so they can create beautiful opportunities to keep that smoke up. And there we go, the poison actually taking out Jay, and there we go. They know that that defuse has to be stuck, so they can just go for a pre-fire at their leisure should they wish to do it. But it looks like Deryeon, there we go. They just want it again. This is like the second time it's happened this map. The plan is going down though, nonetheless. YESicaN, so much control being gained there. Again, this retake very, very difficult. There's only 2 points right now that are going to be your way into this site, and so much neutral in pocket of the side of Fancy as well, so that's going to make it certainly difficult, especially when you've got Deryeon ready and waiting with that op. Juicy is going to fall down. Beautiful shot there by Suka. Nizzy onto Jay as well. It's all falling apart right now for the side of Bleed. They need these trades to come through. It looks like they're not even willing to contest it. But like, you know what? We'll let it go to even Stevens. But do they know that Suka is looking for some exit frags of his? Oh no, they don't, but there we go. Bijan to Retla, but crazyguy can trade it back out. This is getting scrappy. It's getting scrappy, Trevor.
That it is. 2 quick kills.
For the taking, and
Joke's over.
speaking of taking, it's going to take a little bit of time now because Retla's just fully ulted onto B, but this collapse coming in thick and fast onto the A side. Jay, a beautiful pick there, but again, it was indeed the ult, so still a 5 versus 5. Aldrin going out to give a little bit of information as that mid control by Fisio is still maintained in case anyone wants to try and fall back from some of this pressure. Wondering if Juicy is aware of the flank coming through. Retla getting the pick onto Nizzy. Suka falling too. This could be pretty nasty now. If we're about to see Juicy be taken out by Fisio, this could be huge. Look at this. Look at his angle. So there we go. Juicy.
Euro theft. Something that's played quite situationally. Juicy, the confidence to go aggressive at 11 to 11 has to be admired. But the trades come swift, they come first, and once again, it's now Deryeon, operator in hand, on a quite an aggressive angle. He does have the recall points to be able to get away, but for Retla now, swings out, spots out Deryeon, actually just backs off thanks to that. Deryeon doesn't either though. High ground's taken by the Jets. If nizzy was just fractionally faster, that could have been the end of Deryeon. JayH also pushing here. I love how Bleed are keeping the pressure on despite the fact that they are in a, at least they are a man down. And for Jay, you may be able to catch out nizzy on the timing. Same for Suka here. That flash is going to betray his position. But the whole of Fancy have just backed off. They're setting this case to the safe site where the neural theft doesn't have any bodies to be used upon. But if they're able to catch out Jay, I imagine it'll be coming out instantaneously. 35 seconds left. There's no chance to rotate. It has to be A or it's a bust. JayH on the close angle, sees the wall go up, plays in the anti-flash position, avoids it for the time being now. Will timing favor Jay here? All 3 players on site. Shuts down the first master spike, sees the second as well. Tries to double down, and he's able to do so. Retla's also able to join the mix as well. It's all onto YESicaN. 1 versus 2 now. Trying to shut down Retla. Oh, it's labored, but he finds him. Also spots out Deryeon as well. Headhunter in hand. That spike is being stuck now. YESicaN's able to heal, but without shields, Deryeon has the HP advantage. Slowly shifting into position, and YESicaN!
Now that's for sure. So many ultis on the table. Ulti coming out from crazyguy for, again, just really trying to make sure that any kind of fast and furious approach. And there we go, beautiful shot there by Deryeon. That's going to shut down this collapse. Also, again, impressive that Fancy are still trying to contest it, though, with shots here and there. YESicaN really pushing back this defense to the back of sight. Crazyguy pick onto Fisio. The Killers is there, ready and waiting. Crazyguy over second on 2 Killers. Suka and YESicaN. Can they make this work? There we go, Suka! Absolute monster! Crazyguy taking him down, though, a 1 versus 1. Can YESicaN make this work? Yes!